you're going to look at the red side, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you clues to one of these numbers. And if the number I'm giving you clues to is your number, you can either stand up and hold up your card, or you can just raise your hand and say, I have that card. Whatever you want to do, just so I know that you have that number, okay? And then if that card is yours, and it matches the number that I gave you the clues for, then you're going to flip it over to the blue side, and you're going to give the clues, okay? And then whoever has the number that matches your clues will either stand up and say, I have it, or raise your hand and say, that's my card. Okay? Nope, you keep it on the red side first until the clues to your red number are called. And then once you have the number that matches your red number, then you flip it over onto the back for the blue. You'll see as we go here. Okay? Okay, so your clues I'm going to give you in place value form. Okay, so for example, we'll do the first one together. This number has a 1 in the thousandths place. Okay? Do you have it? Okay, can you read us the number? Can you read it correctly?
36 and 631,000.
Very good. Okay, now Madison, flip it over to the blue side. And now you give the clues to the other two girls. Okay? Just like I did. Okay? Yep, on your blue numbers. And you can start with any number you want.
So are we supposed to stay there?
You stay on red.
A number with 4 being in the 10th spot.
4 being in the 10th spot. Okay, it's you. Can you read your number correctly? Did you read it correctly? Say it again. What? Hundreds. 43 hundredths. Good. Okay, Shelby, you flip yours over? No, you have to give your clues, okay? That's you? Can you read your number correctly?
2,131.
Very good. Okay, now you flip yours to blue, and you read your number. Or give your clues. Give your clues. Okay, an 8 in the thousandths. What else? 6 in the hundredths. Okay, that would be me. I have that card. And I'll read it correctly. It should be 17 and 568 thousandths. Is that correct? Very good. All right. Okay, let me collect your cards. Thank you very much. Okay. Now what I have is just a short video, it's about 4 minutes, and it's going to go over decimal place values. Okay, something that we've already done, but it's kind of just going to review that for us. Okay, can everybody see? It's going to be up there on the screen, can you see? Okay.
What is the place value of 3 in 654.213. So let's think about that a little bit. And to do that, let me rewrite the number. And I'll write each digit in a different color. So we have 654 point.
Okay, so this is what we're going to be working with today, place value, especially decimal place value, okay? So before I let you get started on your activities, I just have 3 questions that I want to talk about. The first one says, why do you think some numbers include decimals? What do you think? Why do you think we have some numbers that include decimals? Not sure? All right, we'll come back to that. We'll save it till the end. After you do your activities, I'll ask you this question again. Maybe you'll be able to give me another answer, okay? How about using decimals like in real life, if you're outside of school? Shelby?
My mom does, her dad, because when she was doing
She has to write receipts. Okay, so on some receipts, you'll see numbers written as decimals. Good. Madison?
when you go to the doctor's, you
Oh, okay. Yes, when you get weighed, sometimes it'll include a number after, like a decimal after the whole number. Okay, good. Bailey?
on a price tag.
Okay, on a price tag. Very good. What do the decimals mean on a price tag?
Decimal, the number on the left side of the decimal means dollars, and the number on the right side of the decimal means cents.
Very good. So like if you went and you wanted to buy a, let's say you wanted to buy a shirt and the shirt was $10.50. So you're saying this means the dollars and this means the cents. Very good. Excellent. Nice job. Okay, how about our last question here? What do you think it means when a number has only a decimal and no whole number? Like this number here. What does that mean? If there's no whole number, but there are decimals, what do you think that means, or what does that number tell us? Do you think it's telling us that this number is greater than 1? No, so what is it telling us, Mindy? That it's smaller than 1. Why do you think it's smaller than 1? What's telling you that it's smaller than 1? Okay, because there's, okay, good. So you're looking at the place value because there's a 0 there in the ones column. Any other ideas? Why you know it's smaller than 1? Okay. Good, because you're looking at the place value. Okay, that's what we're going to pay attention to today is the place value. Okay? All right, I have the three of you broken into two different groups. Madison and Shelby, you're going to be group 1, and Bailey, you're going to be in group 3. Okay? The materials that you're going to need for your group work are back on the circle table. There's a little sheet that has directions. Okay, you need to read the directions first so you know exactly what you're doing. Okay? And as you're working, I'll be walking around seeing if you need any help or you have any questions. Okay? Alright, so you can get with either your partner or maybe you're going to be by yourself. You can get your materials and find a spot to work together, okay? Good. Very good. Okay. And just start in your directions part, and then I'll come over and give you a question, okay? Alright, good. And then here, you read your directions first, and then if you have any questions, I'll come over and help you, okay? And here are some directions, okay? Good. Excellent.
Okay, girls, you can also compare too to make sure that you're getting the right numbers there.
looking for 7 thousandths. Excellent. Yep, that would be correct. 7 thousandths. Okay, and I'm going to have you just for the sake of time, don't worry about doing number 10. Okay, so read on your directions. I think you have one more thing to do. Okay, go ahead and skip number 3 just to save a little bit of time. And you can go ahead and see if you can do these ones, okay? And you can work together, both of you, or no, I think that one's independently. Okay, so did you read your directions? Because it says complete problem number 1 together as a group, okay? Which means you're going to want to talk about where you're going to want to put your dot and things like that. You do number 1 together. Yep, the directions say that. So where are you going to put your dot? Where did you decide to put your mark? Okay, so you did it there, so you're going to have to do it there too. Okay, now, how do you need to write that number? In a decimal form. Good, so your whole number is what? 2. Okay, so your whole number is going to be 2, and what's your decimal? 3, because you have 3 tenths.
Yeah, we just made it.
Okay, excellent. So then you're going to do 2, then you're going to do the rest by yourself independently, okay?
Wait, so we just do the same thing.
What does the direction say? Yep. Yes. Okay. So are you going to be, you're going to be doing different marks on each one of these and writing decimals? No, it can be anywhere on those number lines. Okay? And then this will be for your last, the one that you have to write. Yes. Okay, did you do the extension part? Did your directions say to do that part? Including the extension. You tell me, is that 1.1?
So we can put this in sequence.
Okay, so what's it asking you to do?
Record the fraction as well. Reduce to those terms. For example, 2 and 9 tenths as 3 and 2
Okay, so go back and see if you, with the decimals that you wrote, if you can make it look similar to a fraction, okay? So let me see for your first one, it will be what? Excellent. Yep. How about for your second one? Good.
I think 0 is
Correct. Excellent. see if you can do that real quick with your numbers. Okay, read number 3 and make sure that you have everything. Yeah, and why would the bottom always be 10 for these ones? Right, because your number's in the tens column, okay? So this one, to make it as a fraction, what would it be? Okay, can you write that? Right, just right next to it. Good. Good. Okay, if you're still working, go ahead and finish up. If you're done, do you see where it says TOD on the board? That means in order to leave the classroom, you need to answer the TOD question for me. Okay? And I'm going to give you just a little piece of paper and you can write it on there. And then you should be all finished, okay? Oh. The question should say, is 5/10 or 5/100 greater? Okay. So you're going to pick which one and then tell me how you know. You can just put it in the classwork behind. Yep, I'll take your TOD and so you're choosing which one is greater and then telling me real quick how you know. Okay, I'll take your TOD.